The Lost Bell. The little brown underground people who lived in the hills were very careful about their things: shoes, caps, belts and buckles. If they lost anything, they felt miserable, spending sleepless nights till they found it. And since they could transform themselves into any shape, they searched for it, disguised as humans, birds, animals, insects, anything. One of the little fellows had been dancing on a hillside near Bergen when the silver bell on his cap fell off. A shepherd's lad named John found it and went off to another village to look after his uncle's sheep at Unrich. The little underground fellow searched everywhere for his silver bell. He examined birds' nests and the burrows of rabbits, peeped into sheds and barns and houses, but could not find trace of his bell. One day, he was flying over a flock of sheep being herded near the village of Unrich by John and his dog. An exchange. The underground fellow, disguised as a bird, sang about his bell, watching the sheep bellow, their bells tinkling. But the bird couldn't see his bell. Hearing its song, John said, "He sings about the sheep's bells, but he hasn't seen my silver bell. Otherwise, he would sing about that." John drew the silver bell out of his pocket, and immediately the bird recognized it. It flew down and transformed into a little old woman. The women went up to John and offered silver coins in exchange for the silver bell, but John refused. Then she offered gold, but he still refused. Finally, she took out a carved wand and said, "Take this in exchange, for it's charmed. If you wave it at your sheep, they will prosper and make you rich." John exchanged the silver bell for the wand, for he knew the underground people never cheated. He grew rich till he had a sheep farm of his own. The Two Princesses. Near the mill of Binori was a mansion and garden where a king and a queen lived with their two princesses. A night, Sir William came there and sought the hand of the elder princess and presented her a ring. But as time passed, he grew to love her younger sister for her beauty and gentleness. This made the elder princess so angry that she decided to do away with her sister. So one morning, she asked her sister to come along and watch the boats coming in on the mill stream of Binori. The younger one agreed, and they reached the mill stream. The younger one stood upon a boulder to see the ships better. But suddenly, her elder sister shoved her into the rushing water of the mill stream. She called out for help, but the elder one refused to reach out to her, as the current swept her away. The Harper. The miller's daughter caught the princess as she floated down the river to the mill. But unfortunately, the princess was dead, A well-known harper happened to pass that way and saw the beautiful princess. He made a harp using her bones and golden hair. He then went to the king's castle to entertain the king and his family. He played upon his old harp and sang many songs that everyone enjoyed. The new harp sat beside him while he sang. Then, a beautiful voice arose from the new harp. Everyone heard it singing a haunting melody. It told the story of how the young princess had loved her parents, her brother and sister, and how she went to watch the ships and died in the millstream. Everyone wept for the princess and was horrified to learn of her sister's treachery. Then, the harp broke and never played again.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.